Hello traders, you are welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are just going to be diving into a powerful trend following strategy, and that is the ATR and moving average strategy. If you have ever struggled with entry timing or stop loss placement, then this strategy will change the way you trade. Stick around because we'll break it down. I want to break it down step by step for you with chart examples. Okay, so let us start by understanding, why we should be using the ATR and moving average strategy. The strategy combines two important indicators. One is the moving averages, which help us identify the trend direction and act as dynamic support and resistance. Secondly, the second indicator is the ATR, that is the average true range. It measures market volatility and helps us set proper stop losses. Now, by using both of them together, we can avoid false breakouts and improve our risk management. Okay, now let us break it down step by step so you can start using it in your trades. All right, the first step is to add the indicators to the chart. So let us just add the indicators to the chart. First of all, let's just use the 50 EMA. So the first step is to identify the market trend with a moving average. We have to determine whether the market is trending up or down. All right, so if the price is moving above the moving average, whatever moving average you are using, whether it's simple moving average or exponential moving average, if the price is moving above the moving average, we look for buy trades. On the other hand, if the price is trading below the moving average, we look for sell trades. Okay, this keeps us trading in the right market direction. All right, the second step is to use the ATR to measure market volatility. All right, the ATR, let's just make this tick. The ATR helps us determine the market's volatility level. All right, a high ATR means price is moving more aggressively. Hence, wider stop loss placement is required, like what we can see happen here. On the other hand, a low ATR indicates a slow market. You can see it's quite obvious. Low ATR indicates slow market. Hence, stop losses can be tighter. By understanding volatility, we can place our stop losses at a safe distance. All right. Now, the next step is to wait for a pullback to the moving average. Once you have confirmed your trend and you know how to use the ATR to identify market volatility and set your stop losses appropriately, you wait for a pullback in the direction of the trend. Instead of entering randomly, we wait for the price to retrace to the moving average. So in a bullish trend, wait for price to retrace to the moving average because this provides a better risk to reward ratio. You will not compare entering a buy trade around here with entering around here. Because if you enter around here, your risk will be higher compared to if you enter around here. Can you see that? You can see that your risk will be lower if you enter around here. So after the pullback, you look for a bullish candlestick pattern and enter. All right? Make sure that you wait for a pullback to the moving average. It provides you a better risk to reward ratio. Provides you with a better risk to reward ratio. And it also provides a chance to enter at a key support or resistance level. Waiting for the pullback reduces risk and increases accuracy. Then the next step is to set your stop loss. All right, stop loss placement is critical and the ATR makes it easy. All right, remember that the ATR will tell you whether volatility is high or low. So if volatility is high, you should give some distance when setting your stop loss. Okay, in this case, you can see that volatility was already getting high. So give some distance so that volatility will not hit your stop loss and then continue back in your direction. But in a case where volatility is low, you can use tight stop losses in such a scenario. Okay, for a buy trade, you place your stop loss below the previous swing low. For a sell trade, remember that you have to wait for a retest. You can see we had a retest around here, a retest to the moving average. Then you can look at the ATR to confirm volatility level. Volatility was quite low. Okay, so we can set a tight stop loss in this case because of the low volatility. Right, just above the moving average is fine. And then for a take profit, you can use support levels. Right, you can use support levels for a take profit. Okay, actually support levels for a take profit. Right, this is good. This is good. All right. So observing all these prevents getting stopped out by normal price fluctuations. Right. So once the price touches the moving average and confirms a reversal, that's where you enter the trade. You look for confirmation signals like engulfing candles or pin bars, ensure that you get a good confirmation candle before you enter your trade. All right. And make sure you set your stop loss at appropriate levels, above swing high for sell, below swing low for buy, and set your take profit at appropriate levels as well. You can use resistance zones for your take profits for a buy, support zones for take profit for a sell. Okay. By following these steps, you get better trade accuracy and improved risk control. To make this strategy even more effective, keep these tips in mind. Okay, use higher time frames like the 1 hour, 4 hour, or even the daily chart to begin your analysis. All right. But if you are a scalper, you can then decide to go to the lower time frames to execute your trades. But I will recommend that you start your analysis on the higher time frame. All right. And then avoid trading during sideways markets with extremely low ATR value. Okay. And then make sure you combine with price action signals for better confirmation and adjust your stop losses when the ATR values change significantly. So that is how you trade with the ATR and moving average strategy. This method helps you ride trends, manage risk, and improve your trade timing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more high quality trading strategies. Drop a comment below with your thoughts and let me know what strategy you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.